Mitzrayim. This introduction video is just to give a brief overview on the following documentary-style videos that will follow. All is not as it seems in the world. Finding truth is not always straightforward, and the paths to it are often hidden. This series will be an in-depth expose. Since around 2007, I've been researching various subjects relating to cultures, religions, mythologies, languages, histories, technologies, genetics, transhumanism, governments, politics, psychology, geology, cartography, and many others. From our earliest years in the classrooms, we are conditioned to believe all that which is presented to us as unquestionable facts. Honest inquiry is only encouraged if it fits in with the curriculum. Much of anything else is frowned upon. One may receive scorn, reprimand, mocking, or worse, for having a view different to the majority in any given group, thus encouraging the dissenter to rethink their position and fall in line. This is a tribal mentality, groupthink, or hive mind. Most of society's collective beliefs, values, and practices rarely originate from new minds. Many people don't even possess a real opinion of their own. Instead, a lot are informed by those who came before, those who won the battles of his story. This hive mind, in a tribal sense, is useful for survival. However, as with most things, it has been exploited and leveraged as a tool to control the minds of the masses. We exist in the midst of an ancient war, a war on information, belief, allegiance, obedience, and ultimately worship. If you talk to most people about subjects taboo, their responses often are largely the product of programming. The word paradigm is key to comprehending multiple thought processes and imaginations. Cunning use of language commands great influence over the receiver, which in turn transforms into belief, comprehension, perception, thought processes, and thus behavior. Wrong thoughts and beliefs equals wrong behavior. False information paradigms are ubiquitous. Subjects taboo are protected by programmed reactions from those who have internalized the incorrect information fed to them. The auto-reactions to certain stimulus are perpetually manifested by those hearing them, and the level of resistance is directly proportionate to the quality and quantity of lies believed. Certain subjects will enrage those who can't handle the cognitive dissonance that inevitably will be experienced when some closely held beliefs are challenged. Rather than engage an investigation, many will, without calculation, instantly react in defense according to the emotion experienced. In holding on to the current belief, regardless of corroborated evidence, the person learns nothing and perpetuates whatever body of information they were holding to whomever they meet. If such information is incorrect, they, in this area, become the perpetuator of lies, whether unwittingly or by stubborn self-deception. Governments, scientific and religious institutions, the tel-lie-vision, tel-lie-vision, and thus the collective cultures around us, whether conscious or not, have forged an intricate web of deceit. Some refuse to believe deceit is even a demonstrable reality, preferring the more cosy view that the system deeply cared. To those people, I say, pull your head out of the sand and do some honest research. If you get the majority of your information from the news media, you are sure to be deceived in many areas. The irony is, you'll think you're accurately informed, intelligent, and above those who say otherwise. Our whole upbringing has been crafted to create the view that authority figures are the datum with which all truth is measured. The phrase conspiracy theory is used as a weapon to inoculate people hearing the phrase. Any information against an official narrative is often called a conspiracy theory. As a result, people close down upon hearing the phrase and assign the new information as rubbish without proper investigation. You can read how that phrase has been weaponized by reading the Warren Report, a declassified government document. The same can be said and demonstrated with many other words, how they are used in the news media, institutions, and thus those around us who unconsciously respond a certain way. This is called neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP for short. The purpose of this series is to show the truth of many subjects against what is often presented to us as fact. A good portion of our education are polar opposites to the genuine reality. This also is often by design. We'll get into the proofs of that later though. This series will be broken down into short to medium videos. Subjects at first will be localized and then later corroborated and expanded more and more to show the dichotomies and relations to everything. Video clips, government documents, historical, religious and scientific texts will be edited together. To those who are in the mainstream hive mind, who hate the very concept of truth due to it being inconvenient and have no desire to change or learn despite the facts, to you, this video series is likely not going to interest or please you. This is as far as a warning will be given. Zero apologies will be made to anyone who feels offended, incensed, angered or otherwise. The researched opinions are mine and they are presented for your consideration. The purpose of the series is not to appease people, be impartial or make you feel included. It's to uncompromisingly set forth the unpopular truths of reality. If this means I'm hated, called a bigot or accused of being biased, so be it. Those two words just mean people actually have an opinion of their own and have the conviction to stick to them. I am indeed biased. I lean to a view, as you likely also lean to a view. So, with the psychology and thought processes, many disclaimers and bumf out of the way, it's time to escape from Mitzrayim. We'll know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false. William J. Casey, CIA Director, 1981.